Hello and welcome to Reasonable. In today's video, we will discuss a claim made by Andrew Tate, a controversial influencer and professional ex-kickboxer who became immensely popular and unpopular in 2022. In many of his older and more recent interviews, Andrew Tate claims to be the most Googled man on Earth. So, is it true that Andrew Tate is the most Googled man on Earth? Answering that question right away is a bit tricky. In some interviews, Andrew Tate claims that he is the most Googled man on Earth. In other interviews, he claims that he was the most Googled man on Earth at one point in time. Let's first check if he was the most Googled man on Earth at one point in time before checking if he possibly still is. To find out, we are going to use a tool called Google Trends. This free tool from Google reports the interest in a certain topic over a certain period of time, and it allows us to compare that to other topics. Andrew Tate became a viral sensation in 2022. So let's take a look at the overall Google Trend Report of 2022. This report gives us a list of the top 10 people that were trending in 2022, and according to that list, Andrew Tate was the 8th most Googled person. Now, we're going to use Google Trends ourselves and compare the interest in Andrew Tate to other famous men that were relevant in 2022. When we search for Andrew Tate in Google Trends, we get the following chart with a huge peak in and around December 2020. This peak occurs around the time of his arrest in Bucharest, Romania. Now, we're going to compare his numbers during that peak to the numbers of other famous men. Compared to Donald Trump, the interest for Andrew Tate seems to have been higher in the last week of December 2022. Compared to Vladimir Putin, we get the same picture. However, for obvious reasons, the interest for Vladimir Putin was much higher around February and March 2022. And also compared to Joe Biden, the interest for Andrew Tate seems to have been higher in the last week of December 2022. Compared to Johnny Depp, Will Smith, and Chris Rock, the interest for Andrew Tate seems to have been higher in the last week of December 2022. And even compared to Lionel Messi, the interest for Andrew Tate seems to have been slightly higher, although the interest for Lionel Messi was much higher just 2 weeks before because of Argentina winning the World Cup in Qatar. Now, compared to Cristiano Ronaldo, the interest for Andrew Tate seems to have been almost equal in the last week of December 2022. However, upon closer inspection, the interest for Cristiano Ronaldo was actually slightly higher during that time period. So, at first it seems to be incorrect that Andrew Tate was the most Googled man on Earth. During the peak in the last week of December 2022, interest in Andrew Tate was technically still a few points below Cristiano Ronaldo. However, here's where it gets tricky. There's a difference in interest in the topic or personality Andrew Tate and the exact search term Andrew Tate. These are basically two different ways of analyzing data in Google Trends. So when we use the search term method and compare Andrew Tate searches to Cristiano Ronaldo and other individuals, we get a slightly different picture. Based on this data, it does indeed seem that Andrew Tate was technically the most Googled man on Earth. Furthermore, there is more interesting data we can use. When we type in "who is in Google Trends," the search query "who is Andrew Tate" is the #1 related query suggested by Google Trends. Another interesting fact is that when you type in "who is in Google," the search query "who is Andrew Tate" is one of the top suggested queries by Google. So, is the claim that Andrew Tate makes true? The answer is that it's partly true. It depends on the actual phrasing when he makes this claim. Based on the search term data in Google Trends, one could confidently conclude that he was indeed the most Googled man on Earth in the last week of December 2022. On top of that, the suggested search query "who is Andrew Tate" in Google Trends and the search query suggestion directly in the Google search engine provide even more evidence that supports the claim he was the most Googled man on Earth, possibly even for a longer period of time. Thanks for watching this video. Let us know what you think of our analysis in the comment section, and make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos and updates.